TWM podcast.
You know what? Someone online, I think it was on Twitter, I can't remember exactly who said that the Saudi Arabia pay-per-views for the WWE are like anime filler arcs, and I can't stop thinking about it, especially after this week. Hi, this is Raw Talk. I'm Joseph Kingsley-Nyinah. I'm the host of Raw Talk. Here we talk about Raw. We have quite a team to talk about Raw as well. I'm really, really excited about this week because, you know, last week was a journey, right, guys?
A journey is defined by a trip from one destination to another. The contents of that journey, however, well, we don't know what the contents was because we couldn't hear each other.
I mean, yeah. Something was definitely put out last week, but I'm not sure what. But
it was a cutaway segment from Family Guy.
Oh my goodness. Oh, it's just a mess. But fortunately, here we are. We are all here to talk about Raw with you, the listeners. And if you are listening, thank you very much for listening. We are part of the TWM Wrestling Network. We have written news, written reviews, written opinion. We have podcasts going out pretty much every day of the week. All of this stuff every day of the week. We're there. You can find us at twm.news. You can find podcasts on Spotify. We have a YouTube channel. You should subscribe to that. Seriously, you should subscribe to that. I'm saying it one more time. Subscribe to that. And we are brought to you by things and stuff which I've got to read now. You guys ready?
Can you ask that properly, please?
Are you guys ready for me to read out our sponsors?
Well, I was going to say, are you ready?
TWM.
Oh, just do it.
TWM podcasts have joined forces with WrestleCrate, the original and best monthly themed wrestling subscription service, to bring you a fantastic deal. If you use the code TWM Wrestling when you sign up to a monthly subscription at WrestleCrate.co.uk, you will receive a free item in your first month's box. Then if you stay for another month, you'll get a second free item. Then if you stay for a third month, we'll give you a third free item. So it's easy as 1, 2, 3.
Ding, ding, ding.
WrestleCrate brings you the best swag from the biggest companies and names in the wrestling world. We're talking t-shirts, photos, pins, DVDs, vinyl figures, loads more, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, from WWE, Progress, Chikara, NXT, Fight Club Pro, and I can't use beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes again because I just did. That's WrestleCrate.co.uk. Use the code TWM Wrestling for free items. Thank you to WrestleCrate and TWM for that. Yeah, you guys should do that 100%. Just
I can't.
You can't. Why is that, Tom?
Been over this.
Is it because you live in an imaginary place, Tom?
Exactly, Kimberly. Sorry, Joseph.
If you want to know who this Kimberly is, you should listen to Best and the Rest, out on Fridays.
Nice.
Yes, thank you. Nice segue. I should introduce the two people here with me. I'm going to start with the person who has said less, because she deserves a proper intro more. It is the wonderful, wonderful Victoria. How are you doing?
I'm good. I've got a headache. I'm tired, but I'm good.
Isn't that just the effects of watching Raw sometimes?
I was going to say, isn't that every Tuesday? That's just Tuesday. You just described Tuesday to me.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially this week. This week was, yeah. Also, Tom's here. Say hi, Tom.
Hi, Tom.
Yeah. But that's the least I've ever heard him say. Let's move on. Right. We're going to start off by talking about the Hardy Boys crashing to the lowest of lows. Because, I caught that line and I personally loved it. Yeah, from the Randy Orton promo, I was like, yeah, that's wonderful. You know what? But I'm always going to co-sign any unnecessary shot at Jeff Hardy.
Starters, you mean to go on. You're watching this segment and I'm just feeling like Matt really can't be fucked.
Nope. Yeah, just credit to him for I don't know how I feel. This segment was the best segment on Raw, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was all downhill. It was all downhill from here, right?
I felt like this and the sermon. I did enjoy the sermon, but we'll get onto that later.
Yes, we will. Like it was basically the same segment as last week, but it was just had Matt Hardy in a neck brace. I mean, let's go through the content of it. Randy says there was a no holds barred match advertised from like midweek last week, and Randy came out and said it's not going to happen because Matt can't be cleared by doctors. Then Matt comes out in a neck brace and cuts the same promo as last week, essentially.
Yeah.
Am I being too harsh here?
No.
I mean, it was pretty much exactly what we saw last week. I still think Matt's like the perfect guy for this role and to add to the story, but
it's just
I just wasn't really in the mood for it again.
Yeah, like it's just ladling heat upon heat, and after a while, we're just gonna kind of tune it out. Randy Orton is correctly hated for what he did in storyline. But like, you know, if the more you hammer it home, like, you know, what's the phrase I'm looking for? If all you have is a hammer, everything starts to look like a nail.
Yeah, you can see, like, there's one thing Orton's doing great in this, that he did great in this segment, was that in a conflict, it's like, for example, there may be voices in his head.
Oh my God. Victoria, Randy Orton did say something there that we got more out of him than we've ever got so far. What do you make of that?
Honestly, I think it would have been enough for him to just talk about what he had done last week to Matt without Matt coming out and doing what he done last week. It would have been enough for him to just talk.
Yeah, like, you know, why have we longed this out? I want to hear motive now, you know? I mean, I get it. It's soap opera spandex, but like, I don't even think EastEnders drags out storylines for this long.
I mean, let's be honest, it's the WWE. Probably next week he'll completely forget that he meant to give us a motive and go on to a completely different storyline.
Yeah, you know. No, actually, my prediction is they'll stay with this storyline. Matt Hardy will come back next week in a full body cast and cut the same promo.
That'll be... Oh, God, I hope that happens. You could say that Matt Hardy is broken. Oh, I'm all about the puns today.
Stop it, Tom. Just stop it.
I can't stop it.
Anyway, let me quickly run through everything else. Like, in terms of content, Randy said that he loves Edge, and that's possibly why he did it. He walks off and Randy goes back. Matt gets a chair. It ends as predictably as you'd expect for a man in a neck brace and a chair against a fully fit wrestler. It's really bad. It's really bad. And Matt Hardy is stretched out, and maybe he's killed off. Victoria, do you think he's killed off?
I'm sure we'll find out next week if he comes out again.
In a full body cast.
Just completely broken.
Yeah. If he's completely broken, then this aspect of this storyline, in my opinion, should stay deleted.
Oh, Joe.
Hey. It's not just you, okay?
Don't be me.
It's not just you.
Don't be me.
Okay. Yeah, because, you know, no one is better at being you than you, Tom.
That's true. I am unique.
Yeah. Well, there's one other person, and you have to listen to the podcast from yesterday to find out.
No. I'm going to get cancelled.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's okay. We're going to talk about somebody else who tried to cancel somebody else. Almost literally. This next segment is called A False Messiah Can Only Be Stopped by a Couple of Prophets.
Nice.
Thank you. I thought it was good too. Victoria,
Yeah.
Do you believe that it was management's idea to name Seth Rollins' promo a sermon?
I don't know. I don't know what I thought of this whole thing. I mean, I think I liked it. I still like the jacket. I like how he's coming across. Even it's annoying.
Yes.
It's the same thing, but it's also a good thing that he's annoying.
Yeah.
And I love that the Street Profits have been given this moment now.
Yes. And
because they really did deserve just something other than being backstage. So yeah, I'm excited to see them actually involved in something.
We'll get to it, but it's low key some of the greatest long-term booking that we have seen. But like I said, we'll get to it. Yeah. Tom, what did you think of the actual sermon? The content of it?
I enjoyed it. I mean, his content, he's completely getting over this whole Messiah character properly now. And the great thing is, this week, no one was cheering him. And by the way, I've got to say, this crowd was fucking stupid. Oh my God. If we just go back to the first segment again, They were chanting for Randy to one more time when he battered Matt Hardy's head in. What the fuck?
Randy Orton is inexplicably over with American audiences. I don't know what it is. No matter what he's portraying, he's always over as a babyface. It's weird.
Yeah, but no, it was good to hear the crowd boo him. He definitely garnered and he's doing so much better than he was back 5 or 6 months ago, where we'd grown sick of him as a face. As a heel, he's just a natural heel, and the look he's got, and the content as well. He delivered it in a different way from anyone else is delivering the content in that kind of preacher mode.
Like, I've been to a few sermons and
it's never going to be an actual sermon.
Yeah, I know.
That's along the it's just along the lines of the whole Messiah and disciples sermon. That will be good. It wouldn't be the same if you called it a Sunday service. Let's be fair.
Yeah, it's
it's on a Monday.
Yeah.
But
well, I'm like thinking about it.
I love the graphics as well.
Oh yeah, I was going to say his Neutron is absolutely obnoxious. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
But it fits with the character. All the stained glass effects are brilliant.
You know what else was 10 out of 10? Buddy Murphy's 2-line promo, which he managed to botch twice.
Sorry, who?
Buddy Murphy. Murphy.
Who?
Murphy.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Kingsley.
Yeah. What, he managed to botch saying Messiah. I think he said Asaya instead, and then also said... what did he say? Oh yeah, he said Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins, like he's the guy. Little Karibo. Shout out to Little Karibo.
He sees Seth Rollins, he'd be hating.
Yes, exactly. Oh jeez. Anyway, let's move on. Something occurred to me this week. It's a random shower thought. I'm actually okay with getting the same match from this angle in different configurations again and again and again. Are you guys okay with it?
No.
I kind of...
No. We're stopping you there, Tom. Victoria said no, and I want to hear why.
I'm just over it. And look, they're good matches. They are genuinely good.
Yeah.
But no, I don't tune into the set at that time as well. Like, I don't want to be staying up at that time every night. That's what's closing, right? Or just at any point, I'm not interested.
Like,
even though it's hard because I do enjoy the match, but it's like it's already.
No. So. Okay, Tom, what's your perspective on it? And I'm going to explain mine afterwards.
Okay, so I do enjoy the wrestling of it. It's not the match. Also, you get these different combinations all the time. And that's why, even if it's slightly different, that's why it keeps on feeling slightly fresh. I believe this might be the point now. And if they do another match with these people involved, then it's gonna start getting on the side of, okay, I've seen this so many times, I'm really bored now.
Okay. this is why I'm okay with it. This is going to take a stretch. I need you guys to stay with me, okay?
No, God.
Seth Rollins lost to The Fiend, correct?
That is correct, sir. Well done.
Yes, thank you. So that's undisputedly correct. The Fiend takes something from everyone he defeats and they regress back to an old persona, correct?
That is also correct, sir.
Yeah, correct. Yes. So the way that Seth Rollins regressed was that he became a bad guy and he started walking around with two guys bigger than him in riot gear, correct?
Yeah.
That is correct. That is correct.
Okay. When the Shield debuted, when they fought in a unit, no one could beat them. Correct.
That is correct as well. That is correct. Who were the first team to beat them? Go!
Wasn't it the Rhodes Brothers?
That is correct.
Yeah. Tom, you were on the podcast yesterday. You don't test me on your recent history. This new NXT era, that's me. That's my wrestling era. But the way that the Shield kept winning was that they debut a different new strategy every time. That it was always the same kind of group of faces. It was always your Daniel Bryans, your Usos, your Rhodes Brothers. That kind of Kane thrown into it every now and then as well. Every time that configuration of faces thought they had the Shield figured out, they bust out something new. And that's the way that Seth Rollins and his disciples are winning.
I
every week.
Your point, and I agree with your point. That is very well.
Yeah, I get that.
So, like, I was with Victoria. Actually, I was done with it, and then I started to think about it.
Yeah, but you've got to think though.
Yeah.
Well, that's the point. You think the American audience doesn't.
Anyway. Anyway, the match was fine. It was like really talented people wrestling in a main event of Raw. You know what that's going to look like. Everyone got their shit in. It was great. Kevin Owens hits a stunner on Murphy, and he finally looks like he's going to win. 1, 2, Seth Rollins runs in because for some reason he wasn't ringside and gets the DQ.
Well, because if he was at ringside, then you would expect the DQ.
Yeah,
because he wasn't at ringside, you don't expect the DQ, except you totally do because it happened.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. And so, he gets the mic. He says he's going to crucify Kevin Owens because he's non-compliant, and the week will be treated like a non-compliant. Yeah. I think Seth Rollins' favorite game is Papers, Please, but that's a really weird joke because it's a throwback. But then in run the Street Profits for the save, which is an amazing long-term booking.
Go.
Oh, explain.
Okay.
Yeah. Victoria, I'll pose this question to you.
Yeah.
Who did the Street Profits first feud with when they got to Raw?
Oh. I don't remember.
I remember. It was the OC. What was their first match was advertised as the Street Profits versus the OC. No, Street Profits were a mystery member versus the OC. And they didn't have a third man until the very end. Who was that third man?
It was Seth, right?
No, it wasn't. It was Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens made his return. Hit AJ with a stun on the ramp. Yeah. I'm dropping all kinds of facts here, but like I can tell these two are confused that I'm actually making coherent points, so I'm gonna move on. This next segment is called "There's No Escape." Tom, do you know why I've called this next segment "There's No Escape"?
I'm trying to think of the segments on Raw now. I want to say you're talking about the female elimination chamber?
Yes.
Yay! 10 points to me.
Victoria, do you know why I've yes, it's about the female elimination chamber, but this is a reference. Do you know what it's a reference to? No? I will tell you. They cannot call Elimination Chamber in Germany Elimination Chamber because of history. So Elimination Chamber in Germany.
There's me trying to think, what storyline purpose can Joe have for calling this segment No Escape? I don't know. I can only think of Elimination Chamber. Why, Joe? Because of Nazis.
Wait, hey, you said it. I said because of history. You said... I didn't say...
We know what you meant.
No, I said because of history, innit? Like, no man saw here.
Let's not bring up that.
Yeah. But,
I haven't actually read into it at all, so I have no idea. Yeah. But two, let's just not go into...
But for real, though, in Germany, this pay-per-view, which is going to... where this match is going to happen, is called No Escape.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yes. Well, obviously it's not called No Escape in English. It's called No Escape in German. Let's move on.
We get you.
Okay, right.
TWM podcasts are brought to you by We Love Sport, the fantastic app finding you your nearest sports bar showing the latest WWE pay-per-views. We Love Sport has over 400 of the best sports bars and pubs in the UK at your fingertips and allows you to book front row seats, giving you the best views of the action. You can also check out what sports are being shown over the next 7 days, making sure you don't miss a second of the action. Download the We Love Sport app on the App Store or Google Play Store. Follow We Love Sport on all social media platforms at We Love Sport UK and check out welovesport.co.
TWM Podcasts have joined forces with WrestleCrate, the original and best monthly theme, monthly wrestling subscription service to bring you a fantastic deal. If you use the code TWM Wrestling when you sign up to a monthly subscription at WrestleCrate.co.uk, you will receive a free item in your first month's box. Then, if you stay for another month, you'll get a second free item. And then, if you stay for a third month, you guessed it, we'll give you a third free item. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. WrestleCrate brings you the best swag from the biggest companies and names in the wrestling world. We're talking t-shirts, photos, pins, DVDs, vinyl figures, and loads more from WWE, Progress, Shikara, NXT, Fight Club Pro, and loads more. That's WrestleCrate.co.uk and use the code TWM Wrestling for up to free items, all thanks to WrestleCrate and TWM.
Becky Lynch is preemptively ready to pay her the fine for what she's going to do to Shayna Baszler because, as established last week, she's the worst criminal ever.
I mean, at least she's honest.
Like, Victoria, are they going to stop booking Becky Lynch like an idiot at any point?
Well, they seem to be doing it like that. They either do that, or she looks like one of the best heels who isn't a heel. So I don't know.
It's just like, why are WWE babyfaces just dumb or just like dicks?
If they were smart, nothing bad would ever happen to them.
Yeah, or just dicks. It's like,
actually,
yeah. So I'm going to open this up. What's more unnerving? Shayna Baszler planning to buy Becky on the Lynch. Becky on the Lynch? Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler planning to buy Shaki. You know what? I'm just messing everything up.
So Shayna was is it bad that Shayna was planning to buy Becky?
Or not? Yeah, thank you. Was not planning to buy Becky. I can't talk anymore, which is a problem on a podcast. Tom, take over.
So, is it more unnerving that Shayna Baszler planned to bite Becky Lynch, or is it even more unnerving than the fact that she got in the ring and thought, "Oh, fuck it, I'll just take a chunk out of her"?
This is a completely different side to Shayna. It's so different. When she done it, everyone was just kind of where did that come from?
And you were like, whew, fanning yourself. Fanning yourself. I told you, I'm never letting that go again. You saw that and didn't respond. You had no idea what to do. Like, yeah, I'm not letting that one go.
I don't know. It's so different to what she was on. In NXT, she would just beat someone down, not decide, hungry.
I'm hungry. Oh, what is she now? The new Ryback?
No.
Feed Shayna more. Oh God. Yeah, but Shayna Baszler basically says she's gonna chew through, get it, all the competition in the Elimination Chamber because it's in a cage and she's a cage fighter.
It was just very... I think it was paint by numbers.
Yeah, and yeah,
that's it.
But
at this point, when you've got technically 2 pay-per-views, but the women only have one, obviously.
Yeah.
Coming up, then you need to do some paint by numbers stuff. I think we'll see this feud kick into gear after Elimination Chamber properly.
Big shit out of you.
Oh yeah, she also dropped an S-bomb. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, that was... I love that line. I love that line.
Yeah. Well, at least she didn't say she was going to come and fuck shit up like every heel in Progress.
Oh. Shade thrown.
Nah, it's just write some better stuff. Anyway, let's move on from these two, which is clearly a WrestleMania match in the making. We'll get to this. Natalya loses via count to Kairi Sane because they're not telegraphing what the tag title match is going to be at Mania at all, are they?
There's going to be a tag title match at Mania. Yeah, we all know where this is heading. And to be honest,
yeah,
I've just realized the tag literally only been on Raw.
Yep.
When they were supposed to be completely into brand.
Well, that's not true.
That's
not true. They did go to NXT during Survivor Series.
Oh yeah,
and where
since then,
Team Flykicks Team Flykicks competed, and everything ended up so well for that couple.
Don't play with my emotions, Joseph.
I'll play with whatever I goddamn feel like.
Whoa, Blobpig.
Yeah, that's a hard phrase in there. That's a hard phrase. Yeah. Big pause. But yeah, also all 3 members of the Riot Squad are gonna be in the Elimination Chamber match. Yay!
Oh yeah. I didn't even clock that properly. So it's Shayna, the Riot Squad, Natalya and Asuka.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I wonder who the only viable winner of this match will be.
That's really mean, and I think these ladies are really going to show up. But right now we're going to establish what Liv Morgan's promo about the situation said, which was Ruby isn't a dom, Liv isn't a sub, and Sarah is not on the episode.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's about right.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say something. You're gonna say whether you agree or disagree, and let's have a discussion here. I think that the women's elimination chamber match, which is traditionally held around this time of year, should have been on SmackDown.
Yeah, should have been a SmackDown match because there's a lot. But again, the women on SmackDown that they could have in that match, it would be Lacey, Alexa, Nikki, Carmella, Naomi, and Sasha.
Yeah.
Which for me is actually a much more compelling matchup. And even though I personally think it's going to be Naomi at Mania against Bayley, it's more open-ended.
Yeah.
There's more possibilities there. You could go with Sasha. You could go with Sasha as a winner. You could pull a complete 360 and have Alexa v. Bailey in the corner. And this one, it is basically like, oh, okay, Shayna's, yay.
No, I think that it should have been the Elimination Chamber because Bailey has no clear challengers and is like kind of cheating to win. So they just throw in the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
Like, that's what the Elimination Chamber is about. It's about giving a chicken shit heel their comeuppance. And
then again, though, have they announced the male Elimination Chamber yet?
No.
That's why.
Probably why.
The SmackDown males are getting the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what it is. That's why it's most.
Yes. All right. Other stuff happened on this Raw. I barely, whatever. I'm just gonna read out some bullet points. We're gonna react. Aleister Black has always said that his promos predict who he's going after, and this was the most obvious one yet. Well, last week's was the most obvious one yet. Correct?
I completely forgot what he said last week.
Because if you watch enough Raw, it all blends into each other. Aleister Black said that he feels like an animal in a cage last week.
Of course. Okay, yeah. So he didn't do a promo this week, did he?
He did not do a promo this week because he had an actual match against Eric Rowan, who carries around an animal in a cage.
Yeah. So he's got a week off next week then, because he's not going looking for anyone.
Yeah, it's true.
Unless he's going after someone who is silent,
or he's just going after a jobber again. Basically, these two graduated from jobber matches, fought, and there can only be one person who carries on squashing people, and apparently it's Aleister. Credit to Eric.
This is.
Yes?
Go on.
After you, Thomas.
All I was going to say is it kind of now this completely stops Eric Rowan in his tracks with his storyline.
What I was going to say is it kind of protected him because it took 2 Black Masses to put him down.
Oh, that was that. Yeah, I forgot about that. That was a really good little storytelling.
Look, someone had to lose unless someone's getting jumped, and well, they did the best they could.
Yeah. That first one. Oh.
Yeah. Next bullet point, Victoria. This is one for you. Sorry, actually, no. You know what? This is one for the group. We appreciate a decent fit with continuity in mind. No ideas, huh?
No, my Raw is blended into one.
Yep. Victoria?
I can't hear you.
You can't even hear me. The technical problems have begun again. No, I'm talking about Charlotte basically coming out in the same outfit that she did a photo shoot in NXT with. She was wearing NXT yellow, and
yeah.
You know that photo shoot that the 4 Horsewomen did together.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
All in black and yellow. Yep. And basically called Rhea Ripley an entitled brat, which is wonderful. Okay, Boomer.
Again, paint by number for me. Nothing new.
Yeah, and of course she completely glossed over Bianca Belair, which will be her downfall.
Like I said, yes. Bianca Belair will be champion by the end of the year. She'll have to beat Tegan first.
Tegan can't even beat her own impulses to kill her former best friend. I don't.
Who said she wanted to beat those impulses?
Well, all right.
It's because she's a Valley's girl.
You can't see the face I'm making right now.
Probably can imagine.
Yeah. Angel Garza carries on his hot streak in replacement of nobody in particular whatsoever by pinning Rusev.
I completely forgot that match happened.
I think
I liked this match.
This match was fine.
I'm saying I forgot it, but now I'm thinking it was. I did enjoy it as well. There was some good little matchups that I wouldn't mind seeing.
Like, it was...
Angel Garza versus Rusev, I think, would be a great match.
Yeah. And they'll have Rusev lose because...
Of course.
Because what's going on with that guy?
I think he's just treading water.
Yeah.
That's all.
Also, Lana and Jerry Lawler getting Zelina Vega's relationship status wrong in the space of about 2 minutes gives me life.
Excellent. Love the reaction. Love the little segment that came. It's like, excuse me, not everything needs to be about sex, like yours. And then Angel Garza just be like, yeah, but I blame you.
Yeah, but I don't blame you. And no woman can hold me down. We ignore everything that happened after he won the Cruiserweight title.
Ooh.
And Little Ricky had better not be a new thing that they do. Little Ricky. That's what the OC called Ricochet when he came out to confront them.
God, yeah. No, I think... no, for me, this is just OC being... this is just good brothers being good brothers, OC being the OC.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to go... I think we're safe. I think if the OC ever put anyone by a nickname, you're safe.
Yeah, it's true. But I thought the same about Baron Corbin, and Shorty G is... I don't know what Shorty G...
That was just... Yeah. No, if Baron does something, it's because he's been told to do it.
He had a nice little 50-50 match with Carl Anderson, which he shouldn't be having. If he's about to take on Brock Lesnar, he should be squashing him.
Yeah, this should have been a 2-minute match.
Yes. Speaking of 2-minute matches, there's another bullet point I forgot again, because for some reason I keep forgetting that this guy is in the main event of WrestleMania. MVP again. After saying that his match with Rey Mysterio was his last match, MVP tried to jump. He's not even having another match. He's tried to jump Drew McIntyre before the bell, and for that he gets a boot to the head.
I mean, would you try and jump Drew McIntyre if you were capable?
No.
Fucking idiot. I gotta say that I'm really back on the mic though.
Yeah.
Like I always remember him being good, but I forgot how much I actually enjoy him on the mic.
He's fantastic, man. He's fantastic.
Yeah. He's got a completely different feel from anyone else on the roster.
Yes, that's because he probably doesn't have his stuff scripted for him.
Yeah.
So,
Drew's just doing a good job at being Drew.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the Drew that we all.
Yeah.
On the British scene.
This is Drew Galloway.
Or wanted to see.
This is Drew Galloway.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Drew Galloway all the way through.
And so everybody, that was Raw more or less. I don't think I forgot anything, did I? And yeah, here we are. Look at us. Never thought we'd made it, but here we are. It's that time on every podcast that I'm on with guests. I ask them if they've got any other business. It can be about anything in the world. So, Victoria, I'm going to come to you first. Do you have any other business?
I really, really loved. This was for me one of the best takeover events that we've seen in a while.
All right.
Every takeover event, it's always good. I always enjoy it. But this for me was one of the best. I felt like every match just brought something different. And the street fight was great. That was really good. Apart from the ending, which I don't like. I really enjoyed that match in particular. I think that's exactly what both those women needed at this point. And they got to show the best versions of themselves. They haven't had that time to show just how good they really are. And they had that this weekend, and it was great.
Well, that's a fantastic point. Well made. Victoria, really should have had you on yesterday. Yesterday we reviewed NXT TakeOver. You can go and listen to that on twm.news or on any of the places where you get your podcast. Thomas, do you have any other business?
I get to go and see my first live wrestling event of 2020 this night.
Do you?
And I honestly can't wait. I am going to watch Kata Pro Wrestling Super Slam 2. Honestly, right, when I read the name, I just thought of Frank Funk. But honestly, I cannot wait. I don't think I've mentioned some of the people, and they're doing a meet and greet, which I'm going to. Yeah, I can't.
You get
Some of the people, like,
you get to meet Enzo Amore and his consensual penis up close.
yes, and Eric Bischoff is now in Qatar. He is right now probably about 10 minutes away from my house, and I could go searching for him. That would be hilarious, but I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, that would be creepy.
I'm talking about. Yeah, it won't be that creepy. Don't worry. But talking about consensual penis, RBD will also be at the.
Oh. And what if he'd be working his new gimmick?
Well, it all depends. Will he be working his new gimmick? Will he be working his old gimmick? Whatever it is, he can't do it here.
No, that's true. That's true.
But yeah, I
thought polygamy was like, you know what? Let me leave it. Otherwise, I'll be swiftly cancelled if I'm not already. My any other business is really, really simple. We glossed over the fact that the 24/7 championship was defended in a legit triple threat on Raw. Current champion retained, whoever it is, Tino Sabatelli's ex-tag team partner, the less impressive one of that team.
Vidic Moss.
Thank you. But R-Truth stood tall after the segment because Mojo Rawley blamed him for losing. My prediction is that R-Truth is going to win that trophy.
That would be
in Saudi Arabia.
That would be interesting if he won.
Because remember, straight after that Saudi Arabia pay-per-view is a WWE 24 focusing on R-Truth.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
that could be the most entertaining 24/7 or 24 whatever ever.
But yeah, that is my any other business. I did have a couple of other things I wanted to talk about it. I'm sure I'll be on other podcasts and stuff later this week because they're almost every day and we have a rotating roster and life is wonderful like that. Guys, thank you so much for listening to Raw Talk. This has been Raw Talk. You can catch us on every social media platform at TWM Wrestle. You can read our reviews, news, all of that stuff, all of our written content at twm.news. Victoria, please give out your social media account.
At Tezangi Victoria.
At Tezangi Victoria.
For Twitter and Instagram.
Good luck, viewers.
Yes. Thomas, yours.
At TD Walton.
At TD Walton. And I am today at the Amy Horror. Guys, goodbye.